So Thomas, thank you very much for allowing us into your showroom and welcoming us to Denmark. Tackle Trade World are delighted to be here. It's a long time coming. It's been an awkward 18 months or so. How's it been for Westin?
You can say 2022 with all the Corona starts up and all that was a challenging year, of course, but we managed very well in the end. Course to a lot of new anglers, a lot of people went to the outdoor. Bicycling, fishing, and so on, especially here in the northern part of Europe. So we saw a lot of new anglers. A lot of people have more time to go fishing, go in the nature. So that we have benefited a lot from that. So we had a really good year last year. And this year seems to be even better, to be honest.
Excellent. And you mentioned Northern Europe, but I think I'm right in saying it's pretty much certainly European-wide and maybe even worldwide. We seem to have seen a lot of anglers in most territories.
For our business, we saw last year, we saw Italy, we saw Spain dropping completely. I mean, we lost, I think, 80% of our turnover in these kind of countries because there was simply lockdown. People were not allowed to go out. We saw the same situation for in France for a part of the year. It have been various a lot. You can see the US. I think the last number I saw, they have created there's 8 million new anglers or something like that coming to the business last year. So the business over there has been booming for the companies over there. So I think it's varies a lot, but you're right. In general, the fishing have been is more popular than ever at the moment.
But of course, that raises its own challenges because trying to get hold of product is never quite as easy, particularly when there's suddenly more demand. But I guess you guys you seem to work very smart on the way you do things here, so that must have helped.
Before Corona came, we were probably one of the best company in Europe for deliveries, fast deliveries and things like that. And last year we had our challenges, but we did one. Look in the back mirror. We did one clever thing. We actually didn't cancel any orders.
Wow. From
the Far East. We just asked the manufacturers that we have worked with for many years to keep on manufacturing, and then we said to them we will take the orders before end of December 2020. We will make sure of that, but some of it during the year we will probably be postponing a little bit and make some changes to some of the orders. But we will guarantee you we will take the products. And the long relationship we had with a lot of our manufacturers. They were actually trusting us, so they keep on production. So we were one of the companies that actually were able to supply last year.
Right.
And of course we have also our difficulties, but we were actually one of the best in class to supply last year.
Brilliant. And obviously now we're in that situation where there is that demand, and it's demand not just for existing products, but for new products as well. And again, that's something that Westin historically has excelled at, is developing new products. How do you keep coming up with new gear?
We have a great team around, from product guys to marketing guys around the brand. We have some of the best predator anglers across Europe connected to the brand, and we had meetings here 3, 4, 5 times a year with all these guys where we brainstorm for new ideas, new designs, new trends. And actually we became the brand, one of the brands now setting the new trends.
Right.
Actually, so that's pretty cool.
Okay.
So we have a lot of ideas and also a lot of new projects for the future.
And I guess part of it, it's very easy to sit around a table and come up with new designs, but the trick is your field testers and the guys who are out on the ground actually trying these products out and saying this could work better if we did this.
I mean,
so those field testers must be vitally important as well.
They are for sure. But the product guys here at the company are very skilled anglers
right.
as well. So they really know what they're doing. But of course, all the feedback from all the pros around Europe, it's very valuable for us. And These guys are helping us a lot. But at the moment, to be honest, it's not a problem for us to come up with new ideas, new things, new way of thinking, new lures, new ideas for rods and things like that. The problem is, and the difficulties at the moment is actually the situation, delivery situation, and all the product, and that delivery difficulties we have in the Far East now. That's also causing even more problem for new product development. Right. Because all focus from the factory is put into to just fulfill the orders we have in. But we want to move ahead. So we want new products and so on and so on. So product development have never been more difficult as it is right now. Also because you can't just jump on a plane and go out there and sit around the table, have a chat and solve the problem or come up with new ideas if there is some issues that have to be handled. Yeah. So it's a product development at the moment. The ideas are there, but to fulfill the ideas and move ahead, that's causing a problem at the moment.
The other interesting thing, of course, is that your innovation is not just around products, but around packaging and everything else. So when you're developing new products, I guess you're also developing new packaging that takes into account the environment and everything else.
For sure. We put a lot of effort into packaging, to environment thing, use recycling paper, use as little plastic as possible.
Have you got any examples of anything that you're working on at the moment?
No, we have a few things. We have just launched, for example, a whole new tool range, and if you see the packaging here, the only thing we have done is actually we have put two strips, cable strips around a piece of recycling paper, and that's the packaging. No plastic apart from the cable strips, to be honest. And I think this is the way it goes. It's good for the environment, and we keep down the volume of the packaging to absolutely minimum to be able to have even more product in the containers. Because at the moment, container freight cost and things like that is a big challenge for everyone.
Of course. So that keeps your costs down, and as you say, makes it logistically far more sense to do that. But I guess it must be difficult because products like lures and things historically have come in big plastic packages. Over time, that's obviously going to get phased out.
Yeah, and one of the other example I have here is actually one of our new megabyte lures here. We have actually reduced again here plastic to absolute minimum. We have only the one outer plastic box that you can take away, so you can separate when you throw the waste into the waste bag and things like that. You can separate things away from each other. So,
I mean, you have two key brands here with Westin and Kinetic.
Yeah.
Where do you see things going over the next year, 18 months? How are the two keeping pace with each other? Are you seeing Kinetic growing faster and faster because of the new anglers, or are you seeing the two both moving up together?
There is no doubt that we have seen a huge growth in both brands, but last year and this year the Kinetic brand have even growing faster than percentage-wise than the Westin brand, and that's of course what you mentioned. It's down to, I think, a lot of new anglers. We got the guys behind the Kinetic brand is doing a fantastic job. Have got some really big customers on board over the last couple of years. So for example, here in Denmark we have maybe 30,000-40,000 new anglers due to COVID over the last 12 months, and Kinetic is good value for money. So that makes sense. So that's the entry combo that will be where a lot of anglers will start.
And is that what the retailers are asking from you now? Are they really switched on to Kinetic?
I think the Kinetic brand is more for time being. It's primarily focusing on Scandinavia, Germany, and UK, because the product in the Kinetic portfolio fits perfect for these market. Where if you go south of to France. If you go to Poland and things like that, then the requirement for this kind of product is still big. but it has to be a different product. So where with the Westin brand, the shad tees, which is our most sold soft lure, we're selling them from the northern part of Sweden all the way down to Spain.
Right.
The perch all across Europe is the same. The pikes are the same. The sandals are the same. So where the kinetic brands there is more variation of the fish species that you fish for with these a lot of these products.
Alongside the packaging and things, I'm guessing do you place demands on your on the factories to work closer with the environment or be more aware of the environment in terms of materials or the recycling that they do?
We are in dialogue with them
Yeah.
about these kind of things, but we are pushing the way we're pushing them at the moment is the requirement that or the specification that we set up on the product they deliver to us. So that's the way that's the thing where I think we can push them the most. To be honest, Chinese government and things like that are pushing them and putting a lot of restrictions on the company, on the way they're manufacturing and so on and so on.
Right. And in the future, I guess we're going to see greener and greener products and
Yeah, for sure.
And everything else. And actually, just on that, I believe you're looking very much at the lead content of some of your products as well, and again dealing with the challenges that are yet to come on the lead side of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, lead have been banned here in Denmark for more than 10 years now. So we used to deal with it, to be honest. But in some cases, it have been difficult for us to replace lead simply for a competition reason, because in some cases lead are better than normal than zinc, for example. Especially on the big sea fishing stuff and so on and so on. But I think we will see that change over the next years here, because there will be lead bans in many other countries, I think and expect, over the next 4 or 5 years. So it will not only be Denmark, it will be all around Europe. So that actually allowed us to do even more product which are lead free. And instead of lead, tungsten we use as well, and we are looking into other alternative to lead.
Okay, so I think it's fair to say that over the last sort of couple of years, you've really been working on future-proofing the company.
Yeah, for sure.
In many ways, through the packaging, through the lead and the lead alternatives, and as you say, through good, strong product development,
yeah.
which is what all of the buyers want to know about, and that's what really excites them.
I mean, that's what Westin is well known for. It's new product designs, new innovation, and as I mentioned earlier on, we are the ones that should put up the new trends for predator fishing here in Europe, and the team around is doing a fantastic job on that. The promotion team and all the pro staffers and so on and so on. So at the moment, I think we are driving the high-end predator segment in Europe.
Brilliant. Well, we certainly look forward to seeing what's coming next. And Thomas, thank you very much indeed for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.